Whoa, hey, hi, 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 it's me. This is number, I think it's 102, right? This is number 102. Oh, this is 202. Good, right, 202. Good, because that would have been like going back in time. This is number 202 of 365, and this one's called It's a Game. What's your story? I start in 5. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that wherever you are is doing good for you. It's me, it's Paul Carpenter, and today, this is number 202 of 365, and it's called It's a Story. No, sorry, It's a Game. What's your story? I'm going to get this right one of these days. Alright, so it goes something like this. Hey, what if I told you that you, me, everybody, we're living in a video game? Yeah. What if I told you this is just a video game? And you're going to be like, oh, Paul, it's too early for this stuff on a Monday of Memorial Day. Stop playing with my brain. But I'm going to play with your brain for a minute. Just bear with me. Let's just pretend. If you look back at the history of just video games, 20 years, and we go back to like the first video game 20 years ago was Pong, right? Dong, dong, bing, dong, bing, bing. Remember? Bing, bing, bing. Ooh, bing. You remember the game, right? Anyway, so the game, Pong, that was 20 years ago, 30 years ago tops. So if you think about it, if we were to add 30 more years onto just what we've come up with virtual reality, augmented reality, there's going to be a point in time where we have a metaverse, at least that's what they're calling it, and this metaverse will be this other place that's going to be just as cool as this. And like, bear with me on this idea that which is the culmination of everything that creates all this place. I know I'm going a little far here this morning, folks, but just bear with me. Hey, my friends. Hi, that's Hollis and there's Sakur. I love you both. Keep bearing with me. Okay, so it goes like this. There's a place at one point or another, this creation place, that at one point or another gets to the point where everything is taken care of. Everything is beautiful. Everything is awesome. There are no issues or problems. So then what are you in but a state of like perfection? Which would be like, because you don't have any need to eat or sleep or do anything. You just live in a state of perfect. And after a while, that state would kind of get boring. And you would think to yourself, hey, let's go play some video games. Because that's kind of what you do when you have everything taken care of. You go do stuff that are like frivolous things that you don't really need to do. Like parachuting or bungee jumping or, I don't know, whatever. Stuff that you really don't need. It's just like extracurricular activities in your life. They're not like, ooh, I need to eat or ooh, I need to, right? So pretend with me that you're in this place of the universe and then you're in this perfect place and you're like, yo, dude, let's go play a video game. And just like Rick and Morty, I don't know if you ever saw this episode, but like where he puts on a helmet, he's like, and he lives like 50 years and he comes back, he's like, holy crap, where's my wife, where's my kid? And he's like, bro, you lived 53 years, that's pretty good, but you wasted away your 30s with that bird watching thing. That's hilarious. Because in the end, what if, at the end of this thing that we're living in right now, we actually end up in a room with each other where we're like at a Dave & Buster's, but like in future world, and we're all just like, yo, that was the tripped out shit. You were my mom. I know, that's the weirdest thing, right? I know, bro. How was that? Dude, I've never given birth before. That was super trippy, bro. Let's go talk to everybody else and let them know what we went through. Yeah, man, that sounds great. And then you go back to this collective thing and you give them all the information. And then as you give them the information, bloop, you forget everything that you just did. That'd be kind of fun. Right? There would be like this constant being to be able to whatever you want to be. And hence, we get to today's episode, which is, hey, if this is a video game that I'm living in and that you're living in right now, then that means there's a protagonistic character, i.e. me, i.e. you, and you have a villain in the world, i.e. somebody out there, don't know who it is or don't know what it is, but there is this whole entire act. It's like these people that are like above us that are watching a movie of our lives right now saying, holy fuck, I hope the fuck they beat that character. I can't wait. That would be the best ending. It would suck if it ended any other way, where the person loses or the person doesn't get what they want in the end because fuck, that person really busted their ass on that life. Huh. And then it makes all the experiences and everything that you've ever gone through meaningful. And it makes sense that you unconsciously put yourself in those positions so that you can be the greatness that you are right now. And then on top of that, now that you know that you're in a video game, all you have to do is learn to level up. And leveling up is a lot easier than you might think, which really is like totally taking care of like responsibility, keeping things organized, working out your communication, truly expressing what it is that you want and not having expectations. I mean, it's really not that hard in the end. But what we do here on this planet is we create. And some people get stuck in other people's creations instead of creating for themselves. Mind blown. Now, does that mean that you can't work for somebody else? No, you can work for somebody else. You can learn from somebody else. But you should always be thinking about leveling up. Because there is no end to the end of the mountaintops that you're going to come to. Life is not one mountain. It's nothing but plateaus, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And you're never going to have an end to the wrong in your life. Because the wrong in your life is the place for you to be able to grow. Because that's what this machine is made to do. And so with that, my friends, please go out of the world and do something nice for somebody else. And if you can't do something nice for yourself, it does start with you. And we never know where anybody else is. Number 2, don't get caught up in all the crazy stuff in this world. Because if you do, then you end up all kinds of crazy and poopity scoops. And that's not good. And number 3, if you would not mind, I'm begging you, please. Like, share, subscribe. Send this out to somebody who needs to see it, hear, or feel it. Or maybe you just want to send it out to, like, you know, a negative human being that's like, hey, you're negative and this guy's positive or this guy's really weird and I just figured I would just make you watch this because you're my enemy and I don't like him, so I figured you two would like each other. I don't know if that works, but you know. And on that note, you've reached the end of the video, which is actually a pretty good thing because at this point it's like, yo, dude, just turn off and go somewhere else. Live your life. Stop making videos. I will. I'm almost done. I only have like 163 of these left, and then I'll be totally done with this project with 365 videos. Aha! With that, my friends, you've reached the end of the video. If you would not mind, please, taking a deep breath. Breathe in the good and push out all that bad. Let your negativity go. Let the past go. Don't forget it, but don't let it abuse you, and don't let yourself abuse the past. You know what I mean? Don't let the past become the dictator of your future. Something to that effect. And with that, my friends, I love you all so very much. I really do. I really appreciate any one of you who watch, even if it's just one person. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. I love you so much, and I'll call you in a second. And with that, my friends, I love you all so very much. I will see you all on the other side.